Hello and welcome to episode 2, everyone. Today's topic, Mr. Richard Spencer himself, the white ethno-nationalist. Why am I talking about him? Well, apparently, on March 5th, he is coming to my campus to speak. Speak about what? Well, his white ethno-nationalism views. Now, I speak about this because a lot of students at my school don't want him here. And in my point of view, I think he should be here. Why? Well, he's a voice of a minority. You don't have to like this minority, but nonetheless, was he a speaker for? Basically, the radical alt-right. Now, alt-right in total is about nationalism, but Richard Spencer himself is ethno-nationalist, specifically white, of course. How did he get famous? Well,
And I hate me, actually.
The KKK, neo-Nazi.
Those people don't like me.
Are you
to be
like
honest.
the hipster version of the neo-Nazi movement?
It's Pepe's become kind of a symbol.
and that's why he's famous. Do I support this of what they just did to him? No. Why he's become even more famous just because there's one incident and people still talk about him to this day. Speaking of talking about him, not too long ago he had a recent debate with one of my favorite YouTubers, Sargon of a God. And, you know, he spews, Richard himself just spews autism, you know. Okay, so how famous is he? Well, Twitter terms, he doesn't have a lot of followers, about 81,000. When Sargon was there, Sargon had way more followers. After this little incident right here, this is all the fuck he can muster up. We go to his YouTube channel, altright.com. This is all the fuck he can muster up. Why they fight you? It's actually probably sound, but this is all he can muster up. How popular is white nationalism? It's not. But for whatever reason, college campuses, college kids can't seem to get over it, that the white people are trying to take us over, and the racist white people are going to destroy all the minorities. When it's not happening. Originally, he wasn't going to speak after the Charlottesville incident, which became violent when Antifa came there, and even Trump himself, which I should actually pull up.
Its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and other hate groups that are repugnant to everything we hold dear as Americans.
And they still call Trump a white supremacist. He does this right here. It's fucking crazy. Now, if you haven't heard any of the recent news about my school, our former president Simon was just kicked off. Well, retired from his position because of the scandal. I'm not too into it, but I am glad she's gone. It's really dumb for her to done what she's done. I guess I can look to that later, but and I can't wait for Spencer to talk about this little incident because it's gonna make him gonna bring up a good, probably gonna make him look a bit better. But what do I really think about Spencer? It doesn't matter in the sense of things. What are they doing? What is the white ethno-nationalists doing right now? They're a bunch of nobodies. This is the most popular one. 80,000. I can go the least popular person. Well, I don't think. That's not representative. Maybe I should go here, where he's actually more important. 76,000 subscribers. He's one of the least popular ones, but people know him in the liberal community. And this is go to Sargon. 7 that high. Then I can go to Shoe on Head. Damn, almost 1 million. Jesus Christ. I have one more. This many subscribers. and these people aren't even on news sites, except for Sargon. He's in news, but he's been on. Oh, he actually lost 500. Yeah, there you go. Help him out a bit. But I'm just saying though, if this is all he can muster up, why are people so afraid of him? He's a fucking troll. Just look at this face. It's actually cringe. Find gay people to be straighter than him, but either way, you know, what is his ideology gonna do? Really, it's come and it's gone. You know, what does he want? Fuck if I know. The white space ethno state. Can't find the meme, but I guess I have a few questions I can answer from school. My meeting. The meeting was mostly about him and free speech. Who does free speech on college campuses benefit? The majority or the minority? Well, it's gonna have to be both. You can't push out the minority because it only makes them, you know, have a voice and feeling like they're oppressed. And you can't just well, if the majority wants something, well, that's kind of too bad. Okay, also I have another question. Who should decide what is okay and what is not? Students or the governing body like the Board of Trustees? It's both, but I wanted to be more for the students. If the students bring somebody, the Board of Trustees has to let them be brought here at Michigan State. Because Michigan State is a federally funded school and they have to abide by federal laws. And federal law means freedom of speech and freedom of expression. If the students want to express themselves within, you know, this asshat right here, you have to let them. Oh, when he was disinvited, he sued, which was the right thing to do. And, you know, I guess it's better off this way. But the way they have come to an agreement was giving him a super shitty spot, so I drive past every day. If you want to go see him, he'll be here. No, March 5th. I'll be going to see him just to hear what he has to say, you know, and hear him talk about his collective and all this bullshit. To be quite honest, he sounds like an SJW. Ooh, and shout outs to V and Sargon with the horseshoe theory. But to be quite honest, I don't know why he calls himself alt-right. He sounds very much like a socialist. I don't hear him talk nothing about free market in either way. So, just wanted to point that out there. And I have a few more questions I can answer. Oh, how do you feel about your tuition going to pay for the security detail during Spencer's time here on campus? Well, that's too bad. Any speaker or any performance that comes to my campus, well, they're gonna need security in some form. Spencer, I believe, is gonna need a bit more because he's very controversial. What kind of influence do students carry when it comes to controversial events on college campuses? This is where I get to a bit more meat in my argument. Where I say, just ignore them. No, why the fuck do you want to care about Richard Spencer in the first place? He's unimportant. No, he can have all the repugnant views that he holds. He can't, but I'm actually glad he can speak. You know, he speaks for something I don't believe in, but, you know, I think he should be jailed for it, a deplatform. I think, you know, just let him speak. Why the fuck do you care? No, people say it ignites other people to find out. Well, the normies don't like him. Oh, as soon as they hear white nationalism, they think about Nazi Germany, which actually, I think a lot of people say he's racist. I really don't find him that racist. I find him like a BLM supporter, just in the opposite way. But like most part, students are gonna do what they want. They're gonna protest them either way, even though it's on a day where spring break begins. And they're gonna try to, I think Michigan State is gonna try to hold some event, which I believe is like counterintuitive, because you're basically telling Spencer he's a threat to our campus, and him speaking there is it's too much for the school to handle for some dumb reason. I guess I should explain more why I don't find him racist. You know, he talks a lot about his people, but even in, you know, when I hear him speak, he talks about other people and how he would like for them to, you know, have their own space in their own space. And you know, he talks a lot about well, it's particularly the Sargon. He asks him, why don't you care about your people? Which I think is just tribalistic. There's nothing racist about it, because black people and black communities talk about their people all the time. Though Richard goes a bit further than most, but there's also black people that do the same thing, and I'm not going to condemn him for what other people do. That's basically the same. Though his idea will never come to power, and he's not great at convincing people at all. This debate, he did absolutely horrible. I'll go as far as to say Sargon did horrible too, but Spencer did way worse. He can't convince anyone of his principles, of his ideas. No one wants it, and that's why it's unpopular. But that should be concluding episode 2. I hope you like me talking about him coming to Michigan State. Hopefully, I will. Yeah, I mean, not hopefully, but I will be going to see him speak. I really am curious what he has to say, what he doesn't say. The question I would like for him to answer, if I were to ask it, what is whiteness?